Is it time to buy or sell Casey's General Stores stock? In this video, we are diving deep into Casey's General Stores. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 8th of September, 2025. And now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and get free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 8th of September, 2025, our system has categorized Casey's General Stores as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0.15. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced some natural fluctuations, but it currently reflects a loss of 0.00% since our initial hold or accumulate recommendation. The stock is currently positioned at the upper end of a wide and horizontal trend. Typically, this may indicate a favorable selling opportunity. However, a breakout through the top trend line at $529.48 would signal a strong buying opportunity, suggesting a potential shift in trend. Analyzing the recent 3-month trend reveals a possible change of approximately 0.773% over the upcoming 3 months, with a potential return ranging from negative 14.33% to positive 2.31%. In terms of the longer-term outlook, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of 37.84%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance over the next year could vary from 19.81% to 44.20%. Translating this into future price expectations, we anticipate the stock could reach between $624.81 and $751.99. Our latest daily update for Casey's General Stores includes the headline, Casey's General Store stock upgraded to hold accumulate. The Casey's General Store stock price gained 3.14% on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 8th of September, 2025. The price rose from $505.64 to $521.50. During that trading day, the stock fluctuated by 3.44%, with a low of $505.64 and a high of $523.05. The price has increased in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 3.62% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, the trading volume increased on the last day alongside the price, which is a positive technical indicator. In total, 795,000 more shares were traded than the previous day, with 1 million shares being bought and sold for approximately $560,590,000. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $530.59, while the lowest was $362.42. Currently, the price stands at 1.71%, or $9.09, below the 52-week high of $530.59, which is also the all-time high for the stock. Casey's General Stores concluded the fiscal first quarter with an impressive performance on the bottom line. Diluted earnings per share of $5.77, reflecting an increase of 19.5% year over year. Net income of $215,400,000, also up by 19.5%, and earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization amounting to $414,300,000, which is an increase of 19.8%. This result exceeded analysts' expectations, who had anticipated approximately $5.06 per share. However, the stock remained relatively stable following the announcement, indicating that investors are carefully reviewing the details and waiting for the upcoming conference call to gain insights on guidance and same-store sales performance. Beyond the financials, Casey's is actively enhancing its marketing and private brand initiatives. This includes a breakfast pizza collaboration with NFL cornerback Cooper DeJean and the launch of an exclusive sparkling iced caffeine cherry cola. These efforts aim to increase in-store traffic and improve non-fuel margins over time. In the short term, the earnings beat is likely to support the share price, However, the subdued market reaction suggests that traders are seeking clarity on forward guidance, fuel margins, and same-store trends. In the long term, consistent growth in earnings per share and EBITDA, combined with product and branding strategies, bolster the case for ongoing expansion, higher free cash flow, and increased returns for shareholders, albeit with considerations for competition and exposure to commodity fluctuations. Analyst ratings. On Friday, July 25, 2025, it was reported that KeyBank assigned CASY an overweight rating with a hold action. On Monday, June 9, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned CASY a buy rating with a hold action. On the same day, Monday, June 9, 2025, Deutsche Bank also rated CASY as a buy with a hold action. On Wednesday, March 12, 2025, RBC Capital reported a sector perform rating for CASY, along with a hold action. On Thursday, October 17, 2024, Benchmark again rated CASY as a buy with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Casey's General Stores stock a general neutral rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a recommendation to sell and the price-to-book ratio as a strong sell. However, for return on investment, the analysts provide the stock with a buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Casey's General Stores. The Casey's General Stores stock presents buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the stock. However, there is a general sell signal based on the relationship between these two indicators, as the long-term average is positioned above the short-term average. Should there be downward corrections, support can be expected from the levels around $501.92 and $512.71. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. Additionally, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Notably, volume is increasing alongside the price, which is considered a favorable technical indicator. On the other hand, some negative signals have also been issued, which may affect short-term developments. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Friday, July 25, 2025, and thus far, the stock has declined by 1.14%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Here are some additional signals that you may find intriguing. Moving Average Convergence Divergence indicates a buy signal. Pivots showed a sell signal 31 days ago. Bollinger presented a buy signal just 1 day ago. The short-term moving average indicated a buy signal 6 days ago. The long-term moving average also indicated a buy signal 2 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages signaled a buy 19 days ago. When examining the 12-month chart, we observe the short moving average indicated a buy signal 2 days ago. The long-term moving average signaled a buy 117 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 106 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Let's discuss support, risk, and stop loss for Casey's General Stores. Casey's General Stores shows support from accumulated volume at $506.99, presenting a potential buying opportunity as we may expect an upward reaction when this support level is tested. Generally, the stock demonstrates very controlled movements, and due to its good liquidity, the associated risk is considered quite low. During the previous day, the stock fluctuated by $17.41 between its high and low, which is a movement of 3.44%. Over the past week, the stock exhibited an average daily volatility of 1.95%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Casey's General Stores, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This PE ratio is relatively standard, often observed in companies with established histories or predictable revenue streams. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 8th of September 2025. Analysts are expecting consensus estimates to be $5.01. It's essential to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Casey's General Stores. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Casey's General Stores is at $523.25. If you do not own any shares, it may be prudent to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could present an opportunity for swing trading. Conversely, on the downside, Casey's General Stores encounters its first support level at $506.99. If this support level remains intact, it may be an ideal entry point, anticipating a potential rebound. The combined average rating for Casey's General Stores from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Let's take a look at some recent insider trades. On the 3rd of September, 2025, Spanos Mike conducted an insider purchase of 442 shares of common stock. On the 4th of September, 2025, Spanos Mike conducted an insider purchase of 326 shares of restricted stock units. On the 3rd of September, 2025, Spanos Mike conducted an insider sale of 442 shares of restricted stock units. On the 3rd of September, 2025, Wing Allison M. conducted an insider purchase of 442 shares of common stock. On the 4th of September, 2025, Wing Allison M. conducted an insider purchase of 326 shares of restricted stock units. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be positive with a ratio of 9.005. Overall, insiders purchased 132,904 shares and sold 110,828 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $500.81, representing a decrease of 3.97%. This stock exhibits very low daily movements, which translates to minimal risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal generated from a pivot top identified 30 days ago. Is Casey's General Stores stock a good buy? Casey's General Stores shows several positive indicators. However, we do not find these sufficient to recommend it as a buying opportunity. Currently, it should be viewed as a hold candidate, allowing for accumulation while we await further developments. Our analysis conclusion for this stock has been upgraded from a sell to a hold since the last evaluation. After evaluating the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 9th of September, we anticipate that Casey's General Stores will open lower by $4.77, beginning trading at $516.73. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decision on StockInvest.us. By using the information, you agree and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. Here is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments. What is your target for this stock? Don't forget to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us at Stock Invest.